Hey, it's Soul with news, opinions, analyses, and bedhead, and today a few quick tips. At this point I can count with 2, maybe 3 hands just how many days we have left until the Legion pre-expansion patch drops, and a lot of things change. Wildhead already has an impressive guide on how to prepare for the patch, and there are already a lot of videos out there. So you may immediately wonder what the hell I'm going to contribute. Think of this as like the last minute guide for slackers. Here's what you should keep in mind, try to take care of really quick, or just give up on. If you haven't completed Hellfire Citadel for heroic or mythic mounts, or you just haven't bought a run yet, you might want to do it now. As of this video, the current feel on the PTR is that despite a zone-wide nerf to the instance, it's almost more punishing than the live version due to the numerous class overhauls and item changes. Thankfully, the July 14th build did just drop mob HP by an additional 10%, giving the instance a 30% damage debuff and a 40% health debuff. It's still a little hard to tell if, by the time this goes live, groups offering carry services will have a harder time clearing and charge more, so good luck on making the right call. In the same vein, try to get all your heirloom trinkets from the mythic dungeons as well, since those won't have any global nerf to them. Challenge mode dungeons rewards are going away with the patch. If you're still interested in the title, mount, and weapons, get a team together, or spend a whole lot of gold to buy a run. Don't input any strange scripts, and just pray you don't get ripped off. Brawlers guild bosses are going away as well, along with their fancy shirts. If your legendary ring isn't well on its way to maxing out through crystallized fell upgrades, now's probably a good time to think about shifting your priorities elsewhere. It'll still provide a reasonably powerful cooldown during leveling, but it's not going to stunt your growth by not having it maxed out, or having it at all. Almost all unused glyphs will turn into vendor trash after the patch, so going forward, don't buy glyphs. Hey, but fellow scribes, try to sell all your glyphs to as many suckers as you can before it does become vendor trash. Also keep in mind that the talent change restrictions will be in place with the patch, along with the items that allow talent swapping outside of safe areas. There are 2 recipes to find. The recipe for the Codex, which is the one designed for groups, is the World Drop. The recipe for the Tome, which is for individuals, is sold by the Herb Trader NPC, so it might not be available on the day of the patch. So there's a chance that for a time, the Tome for individuals might not be available. You might end up buying or selling some really expensive codexes. If you have salvage crates and intend to use the items for acquiring transmog, you might as well open them up now. Most of the WoW population will spend their first few hours or even longer clearing out banks and bags on numerous alts. You shouldn't spend more time opening up hundreds or thousands of crates on patch day. I don't think I worked the mission table that hard on my alts, but I have about 3,000 pieces of weapons and armor to organize. If your inventory is full though, don't worry, items from the crates will automatically go to your mailbox. I had my own process on what I did with all this stuff and I'll share it, if only to show you how bad my bags look. So here's what I did. I opened up my boxes and got rid of the junk, the armor upgrades, basically anything that wasn't transmog. Then I'd send all of it to a single character or a mule. Use your favorite add-on to make it easier. I use Trait Skill Master because I can set it to send anything disenchantable to a single character with pretty much the push of a button. Once that's done, switch to your mule. The idea here is that we're going to use this mule to distribute all the applicable armor and weapons to the right character, and hopefully you have enough characters that cover every armor and weapon type. From here it's pretty open-ended on what you can do to distribute the gear. There are a lot of different add-ons that can help organize your inventories and make the passing around of gear quick and easy. Because I started opening up boxes really early, I used Trait Skill Master once again to create groups for each gear type, then assign each group to mail the right thing to the right tune. This was not a fast process though. There are definitely better ways to do this, but I chose this method because I've been slowly setting this up over the course of a few months. The main takeaway points are to start early, crack open boxes to get rid of the junk items and send everything to a single character, then redistribute. That way you'll only be sitting on one character, and knock out all your redistribution at once. Then, assuming the patch will drop in less than 30 days, get on your characters and transmog away. You probably want your bags and character to be stripped bare beforehand to avoid vendoring your best in slot gear. Those are all the tips I wanted to share, but definitely take a look around at other channels and sites for their tips and insight too. Thanks for watching, like and sub for more of this and my other content, and I'll see you next time. I'm Soul. Stay breezy, guys.